Hi, all, I'm Reverend Phil Dickey. I'm a deacon serving at White Rock United Methodist Church as the Associate Pastor of Digital Ministry and Discipleship. So I have the opportunity to stand at the threshold between the church and the community, both in real life and in digital spaces, where I do a lot of my work here in this studio, actually. And so I also have the privilege to work with a lot of really great people in terms of compassion and justice work. People like my friend, Tim Morrison. Tim, what is it about you being a deacon that you want to share here on this 25th anniversary?
Hey, thank you, Phil. Man, I remember so vividly that moment 25 years ago. I remember because I got up in the pulpit right there at Highland Park. This was back in the day when the newly ordained had a chance to address the conference. So I stood up there with my other cronies, and I'm in the SSHP, that massive pulpit. And I remember I said something like this. I said, I love my people yesterday, I love my people today, and I don't think I can love them more just because I'm a deacon. And right now, I wouldn't be who I am without this role. For example, after having the opportunity to serve as the first chair of the Order of Deacons, having the opportunity to serve as the chair of the Board of Ordained Ministry, I have had the opportunity to be involved at the breadth of ministry that was way beyond my imagination.
In terms of serving beyond the local church, Maria, or Dr. D, as your students affectionately call you, what does the role of the deacon look like for you at SMU?
You know what, I like to think of myself as a triage doctor. So I get to see students, faculty, staff at a time in their lives when they're not really thinking about the local church, but they still need the presence of Jesus Christ. So I get to see them at their ups, their downs, in their daily lives. And what makes this truly exciting is it's like having a congregation of over 12,000 people who have 12,000 needs, and being able to meet those needs every day in different ways. So it's been one of the great joys of my life. I don't get to be in the local church, but every day I feel like I am church, and representing Christ in new and wonderful ways to the people of Southern Methodist University.
Sarah, you were in the first class of deacons 25 years ago, and you served both in the local church and beyond. What would you share about the role of the deacon?
As I look back on those years, it was really a challenge for the church, I think, for us to understand the role of the deacon. And for me, after being ordained, I was still doing the ministry I had done before I was ordained. But it, in many ways, affirmed. It was the church affirming that work as truly being called of God and ordained. It was an exciting time and a dynamic time. I had part of my ministry, I was able to work within the local church, and I enjoyed that, and then had the opportunity to really get on the streets and real and raw with folks who really weren't a part of an organized church, and look at issues of justice and faith and how we live that faith out. And it was a very important time and formative for me.
Maggie, you also work in the local church. What is it that you want people to know about your role as a deacon doing compassion and justice work within the church?
So my call to be a deacon in the United Methodist Church was really this call to just a deeper accountability, this deeper relationship, not only with the people that I'm going to be in ministry with, but also the people that my colleagues and my friends, right, that I can learn from and grow with. But just this deeper relationship with people after all of the training and learning that you do, right, in seminary, but just being able to share that knowledge with young people and with their families, and to equip them with the tools that they need to then do that at home.
All right, Patty, you're the chair of the Order of Deacons in the United Methodist Church here in the North Texas Conference. What do you want everybody to know about what it means to be a deacon in this church?
So deacons stand both in the church and in the community, and they're always looking outward so that they can interpret the hopes and the needs of the world to the church. With deacons, the church envisions and shapes ministry in very creative ways, building bridges across boundaries, and connecting the love of Jesus Christ with the world in ministries of compassion and justice. I see the deacons as bringing hope to the world, and in that they bring hope to the church.